from kickoff. Last night, Drake May just missed out on winning the NFL MVP, but Sunday night, he can become the youngest quarterback to win this Super Bowl at age 23. Sam Darnold, just the third quarterback in NFL history to start a Super Bowl on his fifth team or later, looking to be the first to win it. During the regular season, May and Darnold, they rank 1 and 2 in yards per attempt. It's the third time since the merger that the top two leaders in YPA meet in the Super Bowl. Darnold has been even better in his 2 playoff games, while May's numbers have fallen off during the postseason, and he's been using his legs facing some tough defenses, especially the last 2 times out. And 2-time Super Bowl champ, Booger McFarland here with us. Nice to see you working, Boog. Dan Orlovsky also on the set here. You don't leave. You stay here in the beginning, and you're just everywhere. You're the Iron Man.
How come he gets to open up with 2-time Super Bowl champ?
Because he has the rings.
Yeah. What would you like to say for you?
That's probably fair.
Yeah, 2-time first take appearance, Dan Orlovsky. That's where we're at.
Hey, I can give you some kudos. The guy that ran out of the back of the end zone.
I was going to say that, but I didn't.
The one who was left. You're the one at this company who hadn't gone there.
I didn't say that.
Friendship is fractured.
Fractured. That's why we got to separate you guys. Hey, let's talk about the quarterbacks. If this game comes down to the wire, kind of like what we saw 11 years ago in Super Bowl 49, which quarterback do you trust the most?
Yeah, Sam Darnold, one, the confidence that he's displayed in some big moments here recently, and then the hot element of his play caller, Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak is a play caller right now. It's just in a rhythm. And so you combine that with an offensive line that's playing at a good level, JSN, who's the offensive player of the year, and a quarterback that has kind of gotten the monkey off of his back with the way that the season ended for him in 2024, and has really played 2 outstanding games in the playoffs and in the NFC Championship game against the Rams. It's the career game for him. If he can replicate that throughout that game, and certainly late in the football game, the Seahawks are going to be Super Bowl champs.
Well, I love when you're wrong. The question was, if the game is close, which quarterback do you trust the most? So if the game is close, that means, in my opinion, Sam Darnold's thrown a couple of picks. There have been a couple of turnovers. That means Drake May's having a better day. And I trust Drake May more in that situation than I do Sam Darnold for a number of reasons. Number one, he's the most accurate deep ball thrower down the field. And if this game is close, I want the dual threat ability of Drake May. We all know what he's done running the football and using his legs. And so I'd rather have 2 bites at the apple, one with the arm, one with the legs. I think Drake May, if this game gets in a position where it's close in the fourth quarter, I'll take Drake May, because the only way it is close in the fourth quarter is Sam Darnold has made a couple of turnovers.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
The 2-time Super Bowl champion as a defensive player is betting against the best defense in football late in the game.
I'm betting against the quarterback.
Yeah, the question was about
We're going to get the defense in a moment.
Yeah, let's talk about the other intriguing matchup that you're looking forward to, Dan.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to watch Josh McDaniels in this New England offense versus Mike McDonald in this Seattle defense. And I think the big thing is this. Josh McDaniels has to get Mike McDonald to blitz. This is a defense in Seattle that likes to play with 4 men at the line of scrimmage, 7 guys in coverage, allow that defensive line to dominate. If you can get him uncomfortable and pressuring and blitzing, that signals to you, I've got him. He's worried. He's not comfortable calling his go-to play calls. And so can Josh McDaniels not waste plays? That's going to be a huge part. You only get so many opportunities against this elite defense to, hurt them. Can this offense in New England, when the opportunity is there, because there will not be more than 3 or 4, can they hit it? And then can you get Mike McDonald to be like, you know what? They've got me right now. I got to send pressure to make them uncomfortable. That's the game within the game I'll be fascinated by.
You know, it's amazing how this works out. The guy who's least handsome between he and I talks about the sexy stuff, and that's Dan. I'm going to talk about the things that are unsexy. And to me, that's the guys on the line of scrimmage.
Yourself.
I think, well, not me. I think if you're Seattle, those guards, Gray Zabel, Anthony Bradford. If you're New England, we got to take advantage of those. Christian Barmore, Milton Williams, if they can control the line of scrimmage with those defensive tackles. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care who the quarterback is, Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, Dan Orlovsky, doesn't matter. Interior pressure changes things. And if Milton Williams and Barmore can wreck those 2 guards, and we're going to take turns lining up against Anthony Bradford.
Yeah.
I think Gray Zabel has been pretty good, but we're going to see if Anthony Bradford is ready for the big time. That's a matchup that I can't wait to watch inside that nobody's talking about. We talk about the sexy stuff. Yeah. I want to talk about the interior line of scrimmage. I think that's going to be a huge factor in this game.
Milton Williams, by the way, won Super Bowl 59 with the Eagles.
Yes.
I like this matchup right here.
Yes.
You guys are going to come back a little bit later.
He said Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, and
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah.
What a win for me.
2 Hall of Famers and you.
All right, Tony and Mike have our PTI bonus topic.
5 points. And I can't root for the favorite, so I'll bet the Patriots.
So the gambling degenerate
Yes.
has shown up again.
I will bet the Patriots.
Gambling degenerate. How much money have you lost
Oh,
this year,
I've had a
Mad Dog?
bad year.
No. Listen, don't give me...
Overall, my life?
No. Oh,
This year.
How much money have you lost? I want specifics. Give it to me. Stop
I'm thinking.
denying. You're
I'm thinking.
stalling. You know good and damn
I'd
well
say
how
about
much you
100.
lost. 100,000? You lost $100,000.
Maybe a little less.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I know you're lying.
No, I swear.
know it's
That's
more.
what it is.
I know it's
You think
more
it's
than
more?
that.
No, it's not that.
Absolutely.
I win some of the time. I don't lose every week.
Excuse, you don't have to lose every week because you're such a degenerate. You gamble so much. There's no way with as much as you've lost
No,
that
about
you
100.
lost $100,000.
About 100. About 100.
It's got to be more.
No, that's it. That's it. I swear, I would tell you the
Let
truth.
me ask you this question. I don't
Yes.
know if anybody ever asked you this question. You know who the queen is.
Oh, she doesn't know that. Now she does.
Mrs. Mad Dog.
Now
The-
she's
the
going to
queen,
know.
The queen, Great Genie. Let me ask you this. Does she know,
Yes.
number
she
one,
knows.
how often you gamble?
Yes.
Does she know how much
I haven't
you
done
gamble?
anything. Yes. Oh, she knows the prices.
She tells you.
She may not know the amount, which I just told her now, thanks to you.
Okay.
But yeah, I think
Right.
it's around. It's about and Fat Rob. Now what we do is Fat Rob. He only bets a little on each game. I pick, so we put it in one big pile,
Right.
and he never pays me.
Right.
He's a
Why should he?
cheapskate.
Why should he pay you?
And so when he goes to Vegas, I always pay for his flight on
That's right, you
Allegiant
should.
from Rapid City to Vegas.
Isn't he the reason you win some of the times?
Uh-huh.
All right, then. He should get a
Rarely,
flight
but-
on a plane. He should get a flight.
He has to go Allegiant. There's no non-stops from Rapid to Vegas, and Allegiant does it 3 times a week. So I stick him on Allegiant
That's right.
to go to Vegas.
While you get
with
the
the money.
jet. While you take the jet.
Yeah, the jet's in operation tonight.
You taking the jet tonight?
I am. At Gulfstream. Your kind of plane.
But let me ask you this. So you're going home. You're going home, right?
Yeah, tonight, after the show.
Why? Because you complain about your family getting in the way of your football fun. Why would you go home now and watch the Super Bowl
Because
when you can
you know
start
why?
into it?
Because Mrs. Russo's by herself. No kids around.
Hold it.
That doesn't usually stop me in the past, but it's going to stop me this time.
This is touching my heart.
I-
Hold it. And did I just hear Mad Dog Russo admit on the airwaves that you are going home because Mrs. Mad
by
Dog is
herself.
alone and you don't want to? That is so
In a
thoughtful.
snowstorm,
That is
40-degree weather.
That is so thoughtful.
So that's
I didn't know, because you got to remember, you're the guy that goes on national television and insults your wife, your mother, your mother-in-law.
And that's
you
another
don't,
thing.
You don't hold anything back.
And my mother I haven't seen in 2 weeks, so I should basically see her.
And how far is your mother away from your house?
About a mile.
You've gone 2 weeks without seeing
Well,
your
I've been
mother.
away. I was in Florida.
Wait.
What am I supposed to do? I was in Florida, then I came here.
You have been gone for 2 weeks.
Yes, 2
How
weeks.
has that been for you? You're not usually gone that long.
No, but Ginny came with me down in Florida, as you know.
So you were good.
Thanks for the invite in Miami.
So you were
Thanks
good.
for the invite,
So you were
Steve.
good. I told you, for the purposes of that, it's called an undisclosed tropical location.
Oh, what do you think?
That's what it is.
It's not
Stop
Turks
saying-
and Caicos, Steve.
You know what? I would say yes. I would say yes. You need to come through. You need to come through. You'll see. It might be Turks and Caicos.
You like Seattle 31-20.
31-20. I just think that when we look at the Seattle Seahawks, they're the most complete team. I think that New
I
England's
agree with
defense
you.
is good, but Seattle's defense is better. Offensively, Seattle's offense is better.
I agree.
And I think that and the receiver in Jigba, I think he's better than Diggs.
I agree.
Or he's better than Booty.
Kicker's better.
The kicker's better. I just think that when you look at the Seattle Seahawks, they're the more well-rounded team.
I agree with that.
And they could lose the game, but I don't think there's any reason for them to lose the game.
I agree with you 100%. Everything you said. We talked about it the other day. Darnold is going to have to make a mistake or two for the Patriots to have a chance to win the game. And he's been so good, he may not.
Yes.
And I'm amazed all the amount of people who want Darnold to win. And I saw him on with you today. He was great with me, Bo Jackson.
Yes.
Oh, is he great?
He was good.
Oh,
He was
God,
good.
he was very good with me.
fantastic. He was
very
fantastic.
good.
You know who I
Excellent.
got coming up at hour number 2?
Who's that?
Prime time.
Oh, I know that.
Prime time.
Here, right?
Yes. He'll be right here.
Oh,
next
you
week.
love him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
your buddy.
That's my brother right
Oh,
there.
you
That's
love
my
him.
brother.
You got
That's right
Shador
there.
you could
But
talk about.
But I love Emmett too. I love Emmett too. I love what Emmett brings to the table. And listen, to listen to him talk football this morning and to talk about what it takes to be a champion and talk about what your mindset is supposed to be. If anybody would know, it would be him.
Absolutely right. He's won all these Super Bowls, as you mentioned. He was the holdout there that 1 year. They
Yes.
finally brought him back, and they won again.
That's right.
He's a perfect blend-in back. He doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Right.
You give him the ball when you want to give him the
Right.
ball. And Bo was very good. He was good with you too today. I saw him.
And you know how you'll find yourself complaining about these guys, their contracts and everything like that. When I think about Emmitt Smith knows this. The memory that I hold on to most is when they won the first Super Bowl that you just brought up. And then they were going for the second one, and he was a holdout.
Missed the first two
and
games.
he missed the first 2 games. After he missed, he missed after they went 0-2.
Right.
Jimmy Johnson just threw up his hands at the press conference, post-game conference. Just threw up his hands like y'all know what we need. Like, he didn't even say anything. He just and just walked off. And I'll never forget as long as I live. Emmitt Smith had signed a $13 million contract, which was major dough contractually at that time.
It was $13 million?
It was $13 million. And I'd never seen anybody just agreeing to a contract extension looking that pissed off. He was sitting next to Jerry Jones, and
I'd have to go back and look at that.
And he was livid because his whole thing was, why me? I'm the Russian king.
Made me the example.
You made me the example. Why would you do? We just won, for crying out loud.
Yep, I understand.
And I'm like, people don't talk about that enough to me. What Emmitt Smith means, what he stood for, how ticked off he was, and how he was like, this is what I bring to the table. I'm not the person.
Well, we've seen Jerry do this before. We've seen Jerry do this a lot.
Yeah, but they ain't won a championship in 30 years.
Not to Emmitt Smith.
So this is Emmitt Smith. You
I
wouldn't do
agree.
that. You don't do that to an Emmitt Smith. You don't do that to a Michael Irvin. You don't do that to a Troy Aikman, and you don't do that to Primetime. I'm saying guys like that. You reserve that for guys that it's just shaky like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and not only that year he was phenomenal because he had the great game against the Giants with the bad shoulder, and they won in overtime in year 2. All right, I got a spot.
Go ahead.
I'll see you later.
Take care then.
Knock
All
it
right.
down.
Look, all you got to do is tell me. All right. Behave yourself.
I will.
And get your hair, comb your hair, and put on another shirt. Hold on. Somebody help him off that stage. We can't have him jumping. Don't do it. Mad Dog Rooster right here with Stephen A. Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio. He is the namesake for the channel after all. You know what I'm saying? That he could walk in just like he just walked in. He wasn't a guest. He wasn't some scheduled guest today. He just walked onto the set. Why? Because it's his damn channel. That's why he could do that. All the producers stood down. Very wise. Very wise. Smart thing to do. 888 Mad Dog 6 is the number to call up. It's 888-623-36 of the year.